Welcome to Mars.
All right, welcome back to Mars Radio. I'm here with my next guest. My next guest is a young entrepreneur, superstar in the making from Modesto, California. She goes by the name of Lil Riah. Welcome to Mars Radio.
What's up?
So that introduction right there said that you're a producer, superstar. You're famous on TikTok and stuff. What would you describe yourself as?
Right.
Right. All right. Cool. And where are you from?
Modesto, California.
Okay. So that's born and raised?
Yes.
Okay. So growing up in Modesto, did you have both of your parents?
No.
So who did you have around?
I had my mom and my stepdad.
Okay. So your mom raised you, and your stepdad was around. What happened to your real dad?
He passed away when I was 6 years old.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
My dad died when I was like 6 months, so I feel you on that.
I feel you.
Yeah. So how was it growing up with your stepdad? When do you remember him coming around?
When I was around like 4. My mom and my dad, my real dad, broke up when I was a little kid.
Okay.
So, yeah. Then my mom met.
Your parents broke up when you were a little kid, then stepdad came around. Was it a kind of situation where you felt different because it was a different person that wasn't your dad, or did you see him as your dad?
I see him as my dad.
Okay.
I know he raised me.
That's what's up. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And then, so growing up when you were a little kid, what do you remember about growing up in Modesto, California?
Nothing, really.
Nothing?
Yeah.
How would you describe Modesto as somebody that is not from Modesto?
Boring, but also it's starting to gain a lot of traction. I feel like it's starting to gain traction.
What's boring about Modesto? What can you not do here that you could do in other places?
Well, me as like a teenager and stuff, there's not really much to do. Like, you know, if you go to the Bay Area, like there's heck of malls, you could go to the beach, and you could go hang out with friends and stuff. And here it's like everybody just looks for problems being my age, in my age group and stuff. So it's like people don't really want to go outside because, you know.
So you feel it's kind of limited here in Modesto?
Yeah. I feel like we need more things to do.
Let's say you had $10 billion, gazillion, $trillion, and you can make Modesto a little bit more poppin'. What are 4 or 5 things you would bring to the city?
I'd get a skating rink. I'd get more arcades. I'd get a bigger mall. And I would just have like a club, but not really a club. Like just like a fun building for like
a rec
the
center?
youth. Yeah.
Like a youth center?
Yeah, where people could go in there and just party and no problems or nothing. I just want to have fun. People can't really have fun here.
You just want to have fun?
Yeah.
I hear that. What kind of student were you in school when you were younger? Do you remember like did they have to sit you next to the teacher? Were you cracking jokes? Were you shy? What kind of student were you in school?
Out the way.
So you got overlooked? You just ducked in the back and then, hey, you didn't stand out?
A lot of people knew me, but like me, I just didn't have really friends. I was just always by myself.
You've always been like kind of a
yeah.
loner?
I like it like that. I don't like.
And what about a teenager growing up? Was it the same way for you?
Yeah.
So are you still like that to this day?
Yeah. I don't got no friends.
What do you think that comes from?
I don't know. I don't know. I just never met people that like I click with and could just hang around for a long time.
Does that come from meeting some fake people, or you're just not interested in being around people at all?
Meeting fake people.
Yeah, so once people show you that they got some shadiness about them, it's a lot easier to distance yourself, right?
Yeah, it's easier to distance from everybody after that.
But the way that you do things, just being more to yourself, it keeps you safer that way, right?
Yes.
You're like protecting your energy, your synergy, your mentality, all that.
Everything, yeah.
Right. So I'm guessing you probably got like a handful of friends at the most, right? That you would hang out with and go to those places. Not even that?
I don't even got a friend. But I really don't. I don't kick it with nobody.
Riah's not right here on Mars Radio talking about I don't have any friends.
I don't. I got no friends. I grew up not having friends. I grew up just always being to myself.
Okay, when you guys were growing up, did your family have money or were you guys poor?
I would say we were wealthy. My mom made sure I had a roof. My mom made sure I had food. My mom made sure I had clothes. You know what I'm saying? The basic necessities, everything was there for me.
Basically, you didn't go without.
Yeah, and I like it that way.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have one sister.
Do you guys hang out?
Yeah, Sometimes.
She's not your friend?
She is, but she's my sister, so that's like automatically like my best friend.
So
like,
she has to.
Yeah.
Got
Like
it.
there's no getting rid of me.
And you're still young, but how old were you, or how long ago was it that you decided to get into music yourself?
Like 7 months ago in February.
So less than a year.
Yeah.
So you've been doing music for less than a year.
Yeah.
What is your first memory of music? Not of making it, just of music where you're like, hey, I like this.
Came to the studio for the first time.
The first time you went to the studio is when you're like, I like music?
Yeah, it feels like home. It feels like a void in me just got patched or something. Like, feels like I'm supposed to be in this type of music industry.
Do you feel like that just listening to it, or only when you're creating it?
Creating and listening. I've always loved music.
You've always loved music?
Yeah.
What's your first memory of music really meaning something to you like that, where you feel like, hey, I might want to do this?
I don't know.
Something got you to the studio,
Yeah.
right? So what was it that made you, was it maybe some music you were relating to, you liked the beat, or it just vibed, or you just accidentally ended in the studio?
My mom always told me I should do something with music when I was little, because I would always blast rap music in my room, and I would just always sing with it and dance, and you know, and my mom would always just walk in and she'd be like, Mariah, you need to get into music, you need to get into music, you need to do something with it. Because she's seen how much I enjoyed it, so now I like gained the confidence to like reach out to people to help me get, you know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure. So moms can take all the credit then.
Yeah.
She pretty much created a monster.
Yes, mom's #1 supporter.
What's some of that music early on that she walked in the room catching you listening to that you probably weren't supposed to be listening to?
Like Mike Sherm, you know what I'm saying? Hater Baby, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I grew up listening to a lot of rap.
A lot of rap?
So, yeah.
Is that the most music that you listen to nowadays?
Yeah.
Rap? Who's your favorite rapper? Don't lie, because everybody's going to comment and call you a liar. And then your rapper friends are going to be like, hey, what happened? I thought you said...
I don't really got a favorite rapper.
See, the perfect answer...
I got like three.
The perfect answer is first you say, it always changes.
It always changes.
There you go. That's the way. That's
it always changes. It always changes.
Because it does, doesn't it? Like 6 months ago, you might have been heavy on something else.
And now I'm like listening to like a whole different type.
And then as a producer, you got ears that other people don't hear, right? I mean, that sounded hella crazy, but as a producer, your ears are listening to different things of a song than let's say my ears or a regular consumer, right?
Like I listen to the beat, the lyrics, the flow you have, everything.
The breakdown?
Yes.
The breakdown.
I hear everything.
The little speed ups and the slow down. For sure, for sure. So you were going to say top 3, your favorite artists right now.
Well, Slovey's like my top 1. R.I.P. to him, you know. And then Lil Deezy and then Young Age, you feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying.
Not a bad list.
Not a bad list. A great list, I'm not going to lie.
There's some heat on there.
Yeah.
You're saying you haven't considered becoming an artist.
Yeah, no.
And you were saying that you don't want to become an artist, just put out some stuff right now because you don't know how to rap.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Right.
I'm not going to just go in there and just sound dumb, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I think that's super dope because most people with the opportunity to do it would just do it.
No, yeah.
And you respect it enough to be like, that's not me right now.
Yeah.
Not to say that at one point you might not, but right now you're good just being a producer.
Yeah. I might try it later on, but maybe not. I don't really see myself like that right now.
Okay. And what kind of music are you listening to right now?
Hip hop and rap.
Which artists are you listening to heavy right now?
I don't know. Just everybody. I listen to old school stuff. I listen to new school stuff.
What's some of the old school stuff you like?
Like Mac Dre, Jay Stalin, you know. Who's the Jacka, you know. I like the originals. I love originals.
So are you like a Bay Area girl at heart? Yeah. You be listening to all the mob shit and all the Northern California. That's what's up. That's what's up. Do you what do you prefer doing? Like a hard ass rap beat or some R&B type beat and shit like that? Like as a producer, what style of beat do you like creating?
I like doing different things. Like I like combining them too. You know, I want to sound different. That's my whole goal for this whole producing thing. I just want to sound different. I feel like everybody sounds the same right now, like so bad. And everybody has different flows and everything, but when they go on like a similar type of beat, it just sounds like everybody else.
So when you hear music nowadays, you're like, I've heard this song before.
It's just like, I've heard this type of beat, I've heard this type of rap. Like, I want to hear something different, so that's why I became a producer, so that way I could put out different type of beats, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Now,
I want to sound different.
You as a producer, right? What do you bring to the table to change that?
Advice.
Okay, what kind of advice do you have what's your mentality as a producer, being somebody that wants to have a different sound? So what do you bring? What are you trying out? What's your process right now in the studio and whatnot?
Like sound effects, you know what I'm saying? Like different type of 808s, different type of samples for the beats, and then like say somebody has a session and like they just sound like everybody else, I give them like knowledge, because I'm a listener, you know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm a listener. I started off as a listener. I'll always be a listener. So I give them some type of knowledge, like, you're rapping too much like this, and I already heard somebody else do this. Like, maybe change it. Like, talk about something, you got your heart broken or something. Like, nobody really talks about that no more.
Right.
People just talk about, like, drugs, killing,
sliding on
fight. Like, what? I'm like, bro, everybody talks about that nowadays. Like,
they're lean.
Yeah, I want to hear something different.
Right.
I want to hear something.
You low-key might have to be an artist.
I don't know how to rap.
You might have to learn how to rap so you can bring something different, because that's everything you just named is exactly what they're rapping about.
Yeah.
Every song is, how much lean they drink, how many pills
drugs,
they're popping. They just slid
guns.
on. Yes.
Like, bro, come on. Like, talk about how this girl broke your heart in 7th grade or something. Talk about how you made $100,000 and you made that to buy your mom a house or something. Like, there's so many different things to talk about, but people just don't see that anymore.
You think that's because with social media and everything being so popular, everybody wants to be a tough guy?
Yes.
Nobody wants to be vulnerable.
I think a lot of people want to sound the same because they've seen that type of flow and that type of style brought a lot of people up, you know?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah. But, like, like, sometimes it works for certain people, and sometimes you could talk about
that right there, what you're saying right there. Let's touch on that. Not everything works for everybody, right?
No.
Everybody might have their own path.
Yeah.
Right? Just because so-and-so popped off by making diss records to his ops doesn't mean that you're going to.
Yeah.
Right. You might just end up dead. Right?
Right.
So it's like, just be yourself.
Yes, be yourself. Yes. Like, you don't gotta be like a tough ass person.
That's a vulnerability thing though too, because people don't like to show weakness because they get made fun of, attacked.
A lot of people don't, but see, me being quiet, like, I like seeing that. Like, whenever I hear like somebody rapping about like, oh, this girl broke my heart, I like really listen. I really no.
I'm just kidding.
No.
But you can relate, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, I like that. I don't like hearing about the guns and like, that's hella old to me. Like, nowadays when people drop stuff, I'm like, bro, you just repetitive.
Right.
Hella repetitive. But
that's what's up. How do you feel about samples?
I like when people use old samples, like old school samples, like 1995 type of music. Like, that's different. I like that.
Even older than that works.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Like,
for sure. You know who's really dope with samples?
Who?
Age.
Yep. Yes, he is.
When he does it, because sometimes I have to wait like a year and a half. I'm still waiting for a sample from like a year and a half ago. I still ain't got it.
Well.
Hey, but he did do the other one really quick, so.
No, he's the one that taught me how to produce music.
So do you like putting samples in your music?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I like just vocals or something, like something simple.
Yeah. You ever break down like certain drums and make those samples, or like throwing echoes and effects and stuff on certain parts?
No, I haven't tried that yet.
No?
I should try that. You just gave me an idea.
No, that's a little something.
Co-produced,
you know what I mean? No, but so what's next for you? What's next as far as the production? How are you gonna make a new sound out here, since you're tired of everybody sounding the same?
I don't know. Every time somebody walks in the studio, I just give them advice, and sometimes they take it, sometimes they don't.
You just gotta coach them up, huh?
Yeah, basically. Sometimes they take it, sometimes they don't. So most of the time, when people take it and then they really like, so first, like, say the song's done, I'm like, bro, you just sound like too much. Like, go in there, just like switch this bar up or something. Goes in there, switches it up, and then they come out and they hear it. They're like, oh, okay, like they like it more.
Right.
So like, I just like, yeah.
Hey, so do you ever have sessions where like they give you pushback about it? They're like, no.
Yeah.
And then they switch it, right? And they're like, you were right.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I thought it was no 2 minutes ago, but all right.
Yeah, as an engineer. Or like 5 minutes later, they'll do it and be like, bro, I was telling you to.
Exactly. Like, what, but whatever.
Sometimes people don't want to do stuff unless they think it's their idea.
Yeah. I've learned that.
For sure. Talk to us about TikTok, because you low-key be popping on TikTok. How did that come about?
Okay, so I had 2 TikTok accounts before this TikTok account.
Where you at right now on the TikTok?
Like 81K.
Okay. No, something light, huh? Something light.
But like my old TikTok, I had 2 TikTok accounts before this one, and I was popping on those. But I got banned. I had 40K, I got banned, and then I started a new one, and I had like 15K, but I hit like 20K, you know?
Yeah.
I got banned again, and then after that second account, I took like a year off.
Whoa. TikTok just came out. You're already taking the year off?
Yeah, I took a year off.
Oh my goodness.
And then I started this account back in like 2023. And now I'm
80K.
Yeah, now I'm here.
Okay. And what did you get popping from?
Whoa. I used to do like little quote videos.
Oh, you were one of them wise people, huh?
Yeah. I used to do
the
like
sun rises, but it will also fall.
Yeah. So I always used to do like little quote videos, and yeah, that was my stuff when I started back in 2023. And then I hit like millions and millions and millions, and then I started just doing lip syncing recently, like in January. Right. So now I just lip sync. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think I just lip sync. No, I didn't. I started from doing those little quote thingies. You could go check. Like, people don't do their research, but whatever.
Hey, but you got here, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Started from the bottom, now here?
Yep. I started all over again, matter of fact.
Started from the bottom 3 times.
Yep.
So what is your video with the most views?
It has 3.2 million.
3 points, a couple of million, a few million, never hurt nobody?
Yeah, at all.
What's that video of?
It's me lip syncing to Lou's song.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So
that was my first ever like lip syncing video for real. So, and it came out, you know, and yeah, ran with that lip syncing stuff, and then
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So recently you got into the promotion game. Started doing these shows. What made you want to start throwing shows? Cause
this city, there's nothing really happening.
Goes back to that first question.
Yeah.
Right?
There's nothing really happening for like the youth or nothing. Like, all we have is like a mall, boomers, funworks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those 3 things, you just do them being a youth, and you're just like, man, I'm not trying to hit funworks no more. So I was just like, okay, I'm finna just throw a little concert for all ages. And
so how was it? Last month,
it was,
in August?
Yeah. It was great turnout. A halfway sold out show. Like, that was crazy. That was my first show. I didn't think like I really had like supporters like that until I seen that from my own eyes.
How does that feel?
It feels great. It gives me more confidence.
Right.
And like more keep going.
Is that something you're gonna want to do again?
Yeah, I am. October 5th.
That's what's up.
October 5th.
So what else would you like to leave your supporters and fans with?
I love y'all. I love the love and I love the hate. Don't think I forgot about none of the haters, because I love the haters too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Where can they find you online?
At _.Lil Riah _ on Instagram, and then BXBYYY._.Mariah on Tickety Talk.
All right, well, it's Mars Radio, Lil Riah, and we're out.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mars.